What's going on, everyone, and welcome to this video. So my name's Hayden. Last month I did around 75,000 across my UK and USA store. A lot of it was done, a lot of the turnover came from me doing strategies which I'm showing you in this series. So if you haven't already, go back and watch part 1. This is part 2 of finding low risk, low competition products on Amazon. In this part, last time we found opportunities using black box on Helium 10. This time, what we're going to do is go through and check competition, how to check if we can compete, so that we're not trying to launch a product in a really oversaturated sort of niche or set of keywords. So I hope this video helps. Once again, if you're going to use Helium 10, make sure you use the 20% off for 6 months code below. Don't use it without getting a discount code, because obviously that doesn't make sense. It doesn't help you out at all. And also it supports the channel, so all good. Right, let's move into it. So let's get my head out the way there. Let's move my head smaller here. Shut that over there. So this is where we left off, not the exact page, but this is where we left off. We're on black box. So now I'm going to show you how you start to figure out if you can actually compete in any given keyword or niche or whatever you're trying to get into. Now, once again, as I always say, I don't recommend necessarily launching in loads of different niches, loads of different keywords, etc. It's good to home in on your niche, because then what you can do later on, once you've got that niche, is start building a brand around that niche, and it just makes it really easy and much lower risk, which is what this whole series is about, of launching products when you can actually keep launching in what you know. You know, like a set of 10 or 15 keywords that you know. That's what I like to do anyway. I like to get really good at a niche. Cool, let's dive into it. So let's click on any of these random products. Let's say this one here. So what we're going to do is we're going to try and figure out if this is too competitive, okay? If this is too competitive for us to compete. So let's type in, let's check this one here. Let's pretend that this is something of interest to us. Let's pretend that we've done our analysis and this looks like it's got the right sales and everything like that. And it's a product that we can source, okay? We're going to do a bundle or something like that. Now let's see if we can compete. So there's a few different ways. So what you want to do is start finding out where the sales are coming from, and then figuring out if we can compete in them keywords. So the best way, there's a couple of ways you can do this. The first way we can do this is by taking the ASIN and typing it into Cerebro, okay? So we can take the ASIN here. Let's take that. Go to the tools up there. Let's hit on Cerebro, that one there. Make sure it's your given marketplace there. I do this all live, by the way, guys. I don't set anything up here. It's all live with you and live in the room. You know, like Blue Peter back in the day, where I did this one for you earlier. I didn't do any of this earlier for you. So cool. So type in Cerebro. We can do a few search results in the boxes here. A few box. What am I saying? A few filters. That's what the word I'm looking for. So once again, we want to make sure that we can compete. It's no good being able to compete in keywords. We want to be able to compete in keywords that have actually got some search volume going to them. It's no good being Amazon's choice in a search term or a keyword that one person a month's looking for or none. So let's say 500 a month. Search volume minimum, and I mean, let's put 3,000 as a max there. And we want to see ourselves ranked up to page, say 60. That's page 1 and page 2, pretty much. We want to see that organic rank means that we're ranking organically on page up to listings of 60, which is around about page 1 and page 2. And the word count, sometimes I'll put 2 there. Just because, you know, we don't want to, it's going to be really hard to rank for T, for example. You know, you want to put something else like, let's just say T for 2 or something like that. You know what I mean? The more keywords, the likelihood is it's going to be less competition. Cool. So we found 4 keywords that match our search volume. We found 4 keywords that have got a minimum word count of 2 and that have a search volume between 5,000 and 3,000. That are on pages 1 to 2 pretty much. So let's have a look. So there's a lot of data we can see here, guys. We can see the search volume. We can see the competing products, which is really important because you don't want to be in something that's got a crazy amount of competing products. We can scroll over and we can see organic rank here. Now, it's not actually showing us an organic rank here, which a lot of the time it does, which I like to see. For example, if that said organic rank 10 in that keyword, then it would mean that that's a really good keyword for this product. But with the filters that we've typed in, we're not actually finding the organic rank. But that's okay because we've still got keywords here. So what actually is this? This is a set of two plastic card wallet insert. Okay. So what it's saying here is that this is ranking. Okay. It is ranking on the top pages 1 or 2 for these keywords. That's what the filters say. So let's open them up. And this is how you check if you could possibly try and rank in these keywords. Now, although Helium 10 said that it is ranking, it hasn't showed where the organic rank is. So I'm a little bit skeptical. However, let's just pretend that we've seen that this is organically ranking here, because that's what Helium 10 says. And let's go click on Helium 10 here. So the first thing I notice here is it relevant? And yes, it is. I think a business card holder is relevant for plastic card wallet insert. Okay, that's probably quite relevant. Not massively relevant. That might be why it's not showing up organically, but it's still relevant. Okay, so let's pretend that this is hyper relevant, and let's go through the checks we do. So then we want to check the results here. So we've got 355 results. So if that was 20, 30, 50, 80,000 results, you might struggle to compete there. You can, but you might struggle. So the lower the better. Anything below 2,000-3,000 results, I don't even struggle to think that I can compete there. You know, I absolutely can. Anything under 1,000, absolutely winning. Okay, so this is really, really good. That's just my opinion. You know, obviously you can still rank in the other keywords, but it's going to cost more in PPC. And the second thing I'll do is obviously load Helium 10 here. This is the Chrome extension. So by the way, you get this for the lowest version of Helium 10 if you wanted to try it out. And then if you want the website version, which has got the Cerebro in it up there, then and all the other tools like Blackbox, you have to go for the slightly higher one. I think it's called Platinum. I'm not sure. But you might want to get the lowest package here just for the Chrome extension, just to try it out. So hide sponsored, there we go. Always hide the sponsored, and then what we need to do is look at the top 10. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. These top 10 here. We're looking at the sales. Has it got consistent sales? Yes. Has it got good search? Yes. Is the search volume good? It's okay. Sorry, the total revenue. Is it okay? It's okay. I'll tell you what it is. It's lower priced items. That's why the revenue's low. But we'll ignore that for now, because usually I wouldn't go in to a niche with such low price. As you can see, the product we're actually looking for was more about £12-13 sale price, which is better. But once again, let's pretend the price is a price that we want. We're just doing this for an example. So you want to check the sales, check the revenue, click over here, and we want to check the review counts. Now, the review counts are really important. So what we're looking for here, ideally, is at least 3 or 4 to be under 200 reviews. Under 200. So 1, 2, 3, 4. We've got 4 there that are under 200 reviews, okay? And they're selling well, right? So, for example, this one's got 2 reviews and it's got 270 sales. So that means that is hyper relevant and people are absolutely loving it, okay? Let's have a look at some other ones. So this one's got 85 reviews and that sold 221. This is showing us that if you've got the correct product, if you've got a good listing, if you're attacking is a funny word to use, if you're relevant on the right PPC keywords, for example, this keyword we would potentially use in our PPC campaigns, in our listings, in our title, etc., in description, everything, the back end keywords. If you can find a load of these types of keywords that are relevant, remember, that are more relevant, then we might be able to get the same sort of results. Now, obviously, we can't guarantee that. There's many variables that have got to come into play there, but we might be able to compete there. So then what we would do is start trying to find as many relevant keywords as we can. Now, let me take that out. Let me take that out, and let's see if we can find any that are showing the organic. So we've got 8 keywords there. Scroll over. We're still not seeing any organic rank here. It's the organic that I want to see. So let's type in 1 minimum. Let's see what comes up. I've got 9 filter keywords. Okay, so what I would do, just to let you know, guys, is usually I would try and see which ones are ranking organically. Now, usually it will come up with a list here. Not sure why it's not in this case, but usually it will come up with a list of where the organic rank is. In my opinion, you want to try and find the best, highest ranked organic ones. You want to try and find the organic ranked like 1 spots, 2 spots, and things like that. Okay, and now they're the really good ones. Now let's try this again. Now, there's another way that you can do this as well. There's another way that you can do this. What we can do is type in, we can actually use magnet for this. So let's go back onto helium 10 there. Let's go back on. Let's log in there. Let's go back to magnet now. Now, what you can also do is type by like keywords, for example. So plastic card wallet. Let's have a look. Analyze keywords. Oh, sorry, find suggestions. There we go. Then what this is going to do is show us some ways that we could potentially rank. See? So now we've got loads of different ways that we can filter down these keywords, okay? So we can filter these down and start seeing, once again, what's relevant. So what do we actually think is relevant to that? So we're looking for plastic card wallet. For example, if a customer type this in, card wallet, that's very relevant. Plastic card wallet, okay? Card wallet, okay, that's very relevant. So that's got a search volume of 2,349. Competing products less than 3,000 by looks of it, so that's good. What we would then need to do is, when we're building out our list of keywords that we're going to use for the PPC, for the title and everything like that, we need to open it up. And then once again, we need to do the validation process. So we've run helium 10 here, already 3,000 results, which is okay, but that's not the most important thing. We want to see the search volume tick, revenue definitely tick, 431 plus 1,000. Hide the sponsored, as I always do. Good sales, good revenue. And then moment of truth, way too competitive. So look, there's only one there that's under 200, which is the sweet spot that I like. There's one there that's 295, so it's close. But yeah, guys. So if you came into this keyword, for example, this is a keyword that I would not try and compete in. I'm not saying you can't one day rank in here, guys, but we're going to try and get in through the back door. Yeah, like the back door, to do the more lower risk keywords, yeah? And then eventually it might start showing you for this keyword anyway, but it's fairly unlikely because you might have to compete against someone that's got 47,000 reviews, 3,900, 11,000, and you're just starting out. So it's going to be really hard. Obviously it's possible. Look at this guy, 43 reviews, and they sold 157 recently, and that's so Amazon's really liking this one here. But you'd have to be very innovative, is the word I was looking for, and potentially spend a lot of money on PPC. So guys, I hope that's helped. That's sort of the validation process, and that's the way that I do it. And yeah, that's part 2. So make sure you go back and watch part 1, and this will make a lot more sense. And that's how you just get going with this stuff. You know, that's how you're validating the ideas and finding opportunities. Once again, if you use Helium 10, don't do it without the discount code. It's 20% off for 6 months. Make sure you follow, make sure you subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Let me know below what other videos you want to see.